They have no
Right.
rights for still accusing me or telling me that I'm still doing any medical neglect or school neglect when I have my daughter everything over here very well and she have all what all what she needs. That is more important is her mother, her family, her love, her care, everything that she needs is over
Right.
here, not over there. Nothing is missing from
Right.
everything that she doesn't have it right now. That is over here.
Right. No, I agree. She should have her family and be able to be with her family.
Well, this is what I'm fighting because I'm a good mother is fighting for everything, no matter what. They can tell me whatever. I mean,
Right.
I'm a good mother. They have to be fighting. A mother that doesn't fight for the children is because they don't care. They don't even show nothing, and any responsibility or any care for the children. I am. That's what I'm fighting for everywhere. I'm submit everything. I'm going to the police. I'm going to. I mean, I'm going everywhere. Who's gonna be do something like that? I don't know. But myself is keeping fighting for having my daughter and keeping telling them they have to be returning my daughter. Right now, the school is not gonna be reopened for all this. I mean, it's a lot of issues in the whole world. It's not just only in here. It's in the whole world. It's making a lot of big problems to all of us. And this is my big concern. That that facilities is just only keeping my daughter because for the money, for keeping whatever they still the government is still giving to them and they're still taking everything away from me. What is the reason they're still being against me then? If they don't want to be recognized, what is the problem they're still creating them to us? They have to be showing me what is exactly the allegations. Because when I asked him to my attorney, what is the allegations? And he told me, he said, well, because you was not even give it to your daughter the medication. I said, this is what the allegations now? Because that is no school now, they're still putting something different. And now Miss Dawn Graham, she's reversing all the court orders. No, she's telling me now I asked her many times, what is the court order? And she told me that I had to be in a therapy. I'm still with my therapy. I had to be still being follow the case planner. I'm still was doing it. And she's against me, telling me that I was not even show up to the case planner before they still locking us all this. I was show up every day. And I was signing it every single time the book they have it at the door show up. I'm before the 11:30. The paper that I will show you from the case planner, that's the one that she was. And now every time that I ask you something, I mean, ask her some questions, she doesn't even like it. She doesn't even answer my questions. So if you don't want to be answering my questions, so what is the case planner is this for? She's only playing games with me, breaking my feelings, breaking my law for my daughter, for my son, for my family, for myself, and being lying on the court. So she's breaking all the law in there and reversing everything. Now, she's saying that I'm still neglecting my daughter. I said, at what point I'm neglecting my daughter? Because my daughter, she's not with me. And she's against me because I'm not going to be given medication. I said, medication for what? Because you want to destroy my daughter's life and herself? I'm not going to do that. And then they're going to be still pointing to me saying, you will sign the papers and you do this to your daughter? I'm not going to do something like that. I'm not agree with that. So that's what the police told me. Say, you have no rights for still doing that. So go get your daughter, but don't go by yourself. He said, go with somebody, with your social worker or with your attorney. So that's what I'm still fighting for having my daughter.
No, you're right. I mean, I just wish there was more that I could know what to do other than if you were able to hire an attorney. But if you can't, then you have to get the court-appointed attorney.
I already told him that he had to be still doing everything that he had to be doing his job, and he's still doing whatever he wants because he's following whatever CPS has been doing it. This is what the rules it is, and this is what the police told me. He said, "Oh, the court order attorneys, this is what they're doing to the clients. They don't even working for the clients. So you have to be hiring somebody else to helping you." I said, "I know that. I know I have to be do that, but it's too much money for still hiring another attorney."
Right.
And right now that is nobody's at the office. I call many places for see if they can help me different attorneys from the case. And I'm still waiting. I'm waiting and waiting. I don't hear nothing right now for any attorney right now.
No, I know. There's attorneys are not really in the office because of the pandemic.
Yeah, but I mean, that is not even, this virus is not even exist. It's just only a big issue that they're trying to tell us that we have this coronavirus. I mean, I already find it. They told me when me and my daughter, we was in the hospital last in March. And the test that was being doing to my daughter in the facility, the swiping her nose to see if my daughter she have the coronavirus. And I was waiting for all the results, and after that, they was making my daughter feeling badly in the hospital. And after that, they was telling me, the nurse, they told me, they said, the test is coming, they said negative, so your daughter, she doesn't have nothing. I said, I know that. My daughter, she doesn't have nothing. So what is the mistreating us over in the hospital? So now there is another big issue that I do have to be submitted. I don't know if you have to be sue the hospital for being lying to us and mistreating my daughter in the place and telling me that my daughter, she have it, and me and my daughter, we have the coronavirus, when nothing is coming positive. So that is a problem. I called the office that when they was submit a complaint, and I still not hear nothing from them. So that something is behind on all this, because they told me, Miss Dawn, she told me that I was mistreating all the people from the hospital that day.
Right. Based on what, though? How are you mistreating people? By asking questions?
This is what I'm saying. How am I gonna be still mistreating them?
Well, I'm not saying that to be smart aleck. I'm just like, I'm just flabbergasted. Like, I just don't understand like how you're allowed to advocate and ask questions. I just don't understand why they feel like you don't.
Because this is what they're working. They're working everybody. I know that because I have evidence. They having cameras, surveillance cameras inside the room, and they can show everything. And then when I told the lady, when I was submitting a complaint, I told her they having surveillance cameras everywhere, including in the room. They having 2 surveillance cameras, and they are including in the by the hallway that where the desk is there. They are having all the stuff in there. And it was only me and maybe somebody else in there. But there was not many people in there for being treating the kids up from anything. So if I have a question and I asking what is exactly the coronavirus symptoms is, and they're telling me go to Google and they can tell you. I say, how can I gonna go to Google when I'm in the hospital asking that questions? And they told me they don't have it. And then they wanna be reversed and everything. And they're telling me, they say, well, so your daughter, she had to go back to the facility and to Franklin Manor. They said, for doing the level of care of your daughter. I said, what are you talking about? What level of care are you talking about? Because you say the mother, she have a coronavirus, and now you start telling me something else. What is exactly are you talking about? He said, well, you have to be talking with the facility. I said, I know, I want you to tell me, because they're bringing my daughter to the hospital, and I want to know what exactly they're bringing my daughter here then. So they're still telling me, because my question is asking them, what was the reason they bringing my daughter to the hospital for what? Because they want my daughter, she doesn't have no coronavirus, and because they told me before that my daughter, she was having a behavior. Somebody was mistreating my daughter, doing the swiping my daughter's nose. One of that thing is very harsh in the nose, and then provoking my daughter a day before, and then sending her there because they want to increase the medication after they was mistreating her. That is a big issue. That is not coronavirus. It's just a big physical abuse to my daughter and traumatizing my daughter and telling me that I had to be follow up with the facility for the level of care of my daughter. I said, my daughter, she's a normal girl. They still continue doing whatever they want with us. I said, tell me exactly what's going on in here. They don't want to tell me.
Right.
So what is the neglect that I'm still doing to my daughter? Because I'm defending my daughter? Because I'm not agree with the medication, and I'm never gonna be agree with that. Nobody's got to be mistreating in any way, and then after that they was mistreating us, and they wanna give us the medication. We are the victims, and we are the one that we still suffering for all this abuse from the facility, from CPS, from the doctors, and from everywhere.
Right. I really don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. All I can do is try to call them again. I did speak to Dawn, and it was really not that majorly a different conversation. She just said it's part of the process is we're just waiting for the court, but the goal was for your daughter to be returned to you.
Yeah, this is why they're still doing it. So they're still not doing anything like that. They're still all the time. So what is exactly that I had to be still with the therapy? If they want to be still playing bad rules and they are breaking the law, and the judge, she's not even doing nothing, not even the attorney. So what is exactly they want my daughter for for still destroying her life. Like right now, they still do 2 years. They still mistreating her, giving bad education, bad low level of the education, and they still against me and telling me a lot of things that I'm not doing anything wrong with my daughter because they say I'm not complying. So for what reason I had to be having therapy? If you say you cannot help me, you cannot do anything. What is the reason that I'm still complying with the court orders? When they say I had to be do the case plan, I'm asking questions and they don't want to respond my questions. I asking questions. What is the reason they still bringing my daughter to the hospital and they're telling me 3 different things? They're trying to tell me that I'm going crazy, and then after that they want to be telling me that I have to be go with the psychiatry. For what? Because my question they still bother them? Because I have evidence for how they still mistreating us and telling us whatever they want. So my other point is, if they don't want to be helping me, I want to be still posting everything on the news. So that way they want to be see how the facility and CPS and the hospitals and doctors, police and therapists and whatever, I want to be showing how they still mistreating us because I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm doing everything in the correctly way that a mother is being care about her child and not doing nothing wrong. What is the neglect over here? I'm not doing any neglect to my daughter. I'm calling every single day to ask him because I'm worried for my daughter. Every single second is pass by. I have no idea how she's doing it. I have to be wait until they calling me, telling me, oh, she's over the video call. And when I see her, that she's not nothing at all happy. And right now, what is the reason they still having the kids over there for? Just because of the money? Because I know this is a big corruption for money. Just is only for what? This is for the money?
Right. I don't even know. I don't know why they're doing what they're doing. It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, you are the therapy. You're supposed to be know exactly what that I had to be doing because I'm into everything, and I'm still telling you what exactly and they're still doing to us, and they still traumatized on my life. They still.
I'm a therapist. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't really know how to help you navigate the legal system other than to tell you to consult with your attorney because that's not my profession. I don't do the legal system. I can just tell you what I would do. I guess. You know, if you're limited that you can't hire an attorney, then you have to keep calling the attorney that you have and seeing if you can get them to work more efficiently for you.
Well, you're supposed to be telling them because you are my therapist, you're supposed to be telling them they're still mistreating my family and they're still against me for something that I'm not doing, nothing wrong with my daughter. And I'm still complying with taking therapy for, I don't know for what reason.
The only thing that I can tell them that when you come to me, you compliant, you come when when we schedule our appointments, you come, we discuss what's going on, you're appropriately concerned for your daughter, you're trying to figure out how to navigate what you need to do to get her back. I can ask them what's the goal. The goal is for them to return her to you. That's what they said to me. And I can only go between the two of you to make sure that you're complying with their requirement that you're seeing somebody. In any other situation, I don't know if you and I would even be talking because I don't know that I said I don't feel like what you're doing is not what I wouldn't be doing myself if my kid was taken away from me.
There is no reason there was. Yeah, there was no reason taking her away from me.
Right, and I agree with you. Other than helping you be compliant to what they're asking you to do so that they don't say you didn't go to therapy. I mean, I can only do that for you. I'm not the lawyer. I can talk to John Graham. But they're not going to be able to do anything until the whole process goes through the whole cycle. You know, it's kind of a frustrating situation all around. I mean, more so for you because it's your life and your daughter. I get it, but I can't make the system go any faster than what they're going to do, which is based on the pandemic now, which is another pain in the neck because before this we were having a hard enough time, and now with this it's like even more impossible. So I know that I personally would be beside myself frustrated with this whole thing because it's not fair. It doesn't seem to be fair to me. I don't know why they're prolonging it like this, you know. But this is what they decided to do, and I don't. Other than supporting you and encouraging you to keep hopeful that this will resolve itself sooner rather than later, there's nothing more that I can do.
No, but they
So
have it.
I tried to word it in a way, like if they ask me, I'm going to say, listen, every time we scheduled an appointment, she came. You know? They don't have to tell me what the dates of the appointment are. I mean, if they get that nitpicky, then I'll explain it like I just said. I'll say, you know, because of the pandemic, there was a gap because it's more comfortable for you to meet with me in person and than over the telephone.
Right.
And that you didn't have a computer for us to do telehealth. So that's the only thing I can do is help you stay consistent in terms of what they're telling you to do. If you have to go for counseling, you're doing it.
Yeah, because
that's all
right.
that matters to them is that you're doing what you're told to do.
Yeah, but the other
and it's
thing,
annoying because
right.
you realistically probably don't need therapy.
I know.
If you and I had met, I don't know if you would be having therapy.
I was having before. No, I was having before another therapy, but the person, it was a man. He was mistreating me, and he was playing games badly with me, playing games with the Dongram, reversing everything. And I said, you're not going to be still playing games with me, because I was taking precautions for everything that he was doing to me. And after all, he told me, so you don't have nothing. I said, I know I don't have nothing, but at the games, he was playing games with me, with Don, over the phone, saying the game they was planning for doing to me, that was very nasty. And I say, oh, this is the game that you was planning to me to destroy my family and reversing everything, accusing me for things that I was not even doing it. So when I catch him, he was over the phone talking to Miss Don Graham, saying that the game they was planning for doing this to me, it was not successfully going well. I say, oh, so you was planning all this. So after that, I was bringing my mother to witnesses all the thing, and he was being mistreating me, pushing me in the office in front of the other employees and the people that was there. I said, you have no rights for still doing this to me. I was submitted a complaint to him, and I say, I'm not gonna be still give up, and nobody's gonna be still mistreating me like that way. Just because you are a man, you wanna be still mistreating me and telling me that I have a because he wants to tell me. He told me, he said, okay, he said, Miss Del Toro, he said, we are only treating people over here, he said, with anxiety, alcoholic, and all that type of things. I say, and you don't have nothing. I say, I'm not having nothing because I'm not who I am. I'm not here for just playing games, but I don't like to nobody still mistreating me and still abusing me in front of my mother and doing all these type of things. And he was pushing me. I said, don't do this to me because I will call the police and I will be making you to arresting you for still mistreating me in your office. And after that, he was giving me a letter saying that I don't have nothing. I submit the letter in the court, and he was saying very clear in there that was taking my daughter away from me for false allegations, placing my daughter in 2 different places, and I have no problems at all, mentally or anything. They provoking me only just anxiety or all that type of thing because he wants to put everything. I say, and he told me other things that I say I'm not agree with that because nobody's gonna be still telling me that they have to be still being telling this to their health insurance just for because they want to be paid the bills. I said, you care more about the bills instead to take care of the problems that these people are still creating to me. I said, don't play games with me. So I know the experience. This is not the only person that I was having before. I was having before many other ones, and they're doing the same thing to me. All the time I take precautions for everything. I said, don't treat me like that way because everything is going to come out to the light. Accusing me saying that I was doing something wrong. I said, don't even treat me in the wrong way or telling me that I'm doing something wrong because you want to be trying to confuse me. But I'm very clear myself who I am and how I'm still doing with my kids, how I train my kids, and how I take care of my kids and the good well. Not like they're doing right now to my daughter. It's still against me for telling me when I found it in one of the meetings on March with the school teachers and the principal and the psychology, telling me that my daughter, she's not an autistic and mistreating me very badly. And yelling at me and hearing the other teachers being screaming to the other kids. I said, this is how they tell me they're treating the kids in there. Mistreating them and after that making them feeling badly, provoking them to still being hurting themselves and then they still accusing them like are they doing to my daughter. I said, this is not going to be worse like that. They haven't surveillance cameras, but I don't have no idea if they're working on it. But I have a very good eyes and very good ears to can hear it and writing everything that was being doing to her. And I said, this is not going to be worse. So I know my daughter, she's not an autistic. They only doing only just because they want to be still bringing me all this situation just for reversing me and mistreating me and breaking my life and breaking my heart. I say, I know exactly my daughter is, because I was doing the test before, and they told me very clear that my daughter, she have everything working very well on all her body. So this is a big corruption. This is a big abuse, a big neglect for medical and school neglect, and for everywhere, for hospitals, for CPS, for the social workers, for everywhere. And they are not going to betray me like I don't know my daughter. If I know my daughter have any problems, I can see her in herself, in her body, or in anything. But when somebody is mistreating us and abusing us physically or verbally, how are we going to be still being, how are we going to be still being okay when somebody's been abusing us every single time? Like right now, my daughter, she's facing with these kids, she's having no idea what's going on with that kids. She's facing every single day, everything over there. Physical abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse. Seeing the kids, they have no idea exactly what's going on with them. She's in another moon when she doesn't even know what's a circle. And she told me, Mommy, what's going on with that kids? And I told her, these kids, they have a different condition that you don't have it. So how she's doing it, how she's handling it, I send it every single day my prayers. And they don't like it when I tell them, the facility, the nurse, can you please tell my daughter that I'm sending hugs and kisses and we keep praying for her? They don't like it. I said, don't play games with God, because God, He's a more powerful, and He knows what He's got to be doing one day. When I send my prayers to my daughter, it's for my daughter and for everybody. Whatever they like to still getting all my prayers, that is good. But if you don't like it, that is accept any person. But they have no rights for still mistreating my daughter in the wrong way, or telling me something that is not appropriate for me to talking or asking her, or they doing whatever they want. They have no rights for still mistreating us or treating us like a puppets, because we are humans. Like right now, this president is still being abusing us to all of us, being lying to us, saying there is a virus. There is no virus. I still seeing other doctors and they say this is a big trauma, this is a big issue. The people that still being telling all this for traumatizing, for hurting your feelings, your brain, your everything. This is what I'm not. If I want to be failed for all this, there's a big virus over there, I want to be hurt myself, because I'm going to be believing in whatever is there. It is no virus. The virus is a big bully for still being abusing us, because I know this is all for money, for everything. It's a lot of things that I know that I'm not stupid. I had to be still hearing from many places what exactly was going on. I had to be still seeing another doctors asking, what is exactly all this? This is, don't believe it, because this is no virus. This is no virus. So when you get the chance to speak with the attorney, because I know they're all of them, they are working by in the house. I was let my attorney, Mr. Pagano, to show him my evidence, pictures, papers, everything, that I was compliant with everything. If he doesn't do his job, that's another big issue. He told me to hire another attorney for the physical abuse, the CPS. It was being doing to me twice in my house, and at school. So CPS, I don't know if Cynthia Salas is the one that is under my case, but she's not even returning my phone calls. If I left the message, they taken everything in the wrong way. So Dawn, she's calling me with the private number, or somebody's calling me the private number. I cannot even call him back if I miss the call. So that is another, it is still against me, saying that I'm still doing callbacks with the private number. I say, this is what are they doing? They doing this to me, but they don't like it when I start saying something that is positive, and they like to still reversing everything. So when you have a chance to speak with them, tell them very clear that I'm very clear with myself, that I want my daughter back, because I'm not happy at all at how they still mistreating my family and still breaking my family just for money or whatever. I know how you're working, but this is my position here. I want my daughter back, because I'm compliant with everything. I'm not going to be doing something illegal to giving to them permission to still increasing medication to my daughter, because my daughter, she doesn't need no medication. My daughter, she's a regular girl, and she had to be stay with her family, with her mother, that I'm here waiting for her very patiently. And I'm a very positive person. And I had to be working with my daughter, helping her for all her way to being more successful over here, because I'm not a person that I'm still being mistreating my daughter. I'm care about my two kids. I care about myself. If I don't even care about my kids, I won't even still calling to any person.
Marie, I have to interrupt you only because I do have to take another call. I'm when I get the consent, I will make the phone calls, and then I will talk to you then again. again in 2 weeks, the same time, okay?
All right, thank you.
That's the 8th at 10:30.
All right, thank you.
Okay?
All right.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Have a good day.
You too, bye.
Bye.
So this is how I had to be still working. She think I'm stupid, but I'm not stupid. If I'm not show off to her that I'm a stronger person, I have only 1938 when I was hang up before a little bit. If I'm not gonna be a good person, telling her that I am the person that I'm still keeping fighting for having my daughter back because I wanna be have her back, and she's still again telling me that she doesn't know how she can help me. Really? So because you are you are not a lawyer. I know you are not a lawyer, but you are a therapy, and you know exactly the situation they're still going through. With all these people that still been mistreating us and telling me something that is not going well. So what does she have to be do? Talking to them, telling them to return me my baby, because I'm not agree how they still mistreating my daughter in that place and doing whatever they want with us. So I don't think she was having a 45 minutes a video call, a call with the therapy, because I taking precautions. She have no idea that I'm still doing this, but I do. Okay, so I'm gonna make another video and proving how the CPS, how the social workers, CPS is Cynthia Salas. Rosa Crilo, she's the one, she was taking my daughter away from me from out of the school, taking her out of the school for false allegations. And the principal from Beacon School, her name is Asina Baez. The social worker, Christine Carrillo. The teacher, it was Bonnie Forth. I have evidence for all that. And I want to make a video to show little by little things. So that way I can prove it, how these people, they still mistreating every single ones. Like right now, they're still telling us there's a virus, there's a coronavirus. There is no coronavirus anywhere, okay? There's only coronavirus in here because there's money, corruption, everywhere. There's a lot of things. And these people, they want to just only for making money just because what? Because everybody's had to be works like I do. Look at my job over here. It's my clothes that I'm still making for selling, okay? It's nothing else that I have to be still doing it. Right now, it's because the president, Mr. Donald Trump, he wants to do, I know I'm picking my daughter because I've heard a lot of itching. He wants to go back to be still being 3 or 4 years more in the presidential for destroying the whole world. Really? Like this way? I don't think so. It doesn't want to work like that to us. Okay? If we want to be still hiding this, being voting for him again. I didn't vote for him. Okay? It was a different person, but I don't want to be still voting for him. So I want to make another video because I want to be ended on this one. And I want to see if I can call to somebody else to see if they can. It's 10:24. It was not even the 45 minutes of therapy over the phone, you see? So what is exactly that this woman, she wants to do? Exactly, I have no idea what exactly that she's going to be doing. So she's not even doing nothing, her job, like a therapy. She's supposed to be saying, you know what, Mrs. Del Toro? Okay, I know I heard that she said that she's not an attorney. This is what they told me the other therapists too. Okay? But they have no rights for still mistreating you. Do you know who's the person that is going to be helping me very well? My God. Because I put everything on him. On his hands. On everything he's going to be doing everything for us. And I know I have more faith to him. And I had to have the faith and be stronger and be positive for myself. Because I want to have my baby back no matter what. And I'm very worried and I'm very concerned how the people over there from ferncliff Manor and the social workers and the nurse and the staff, they're still doing whatever they want with my daughter and the other children there. I do have evidence, but little by little I want to be posted, okay? Because I cannot show the faces from the little child. So it was not a little child, it's maybe 12 or 13 years old and to 15 or 16 years old. They having the kids over there. And this woman, this therapy, Jacqueline Muller, she's scared for me because she knows I do have I'm recording to her. But doesn't matter. I'm not going to be still give up for having my daughter back. And they have no rights for they still continue doing whatever they want with us. So I want to be ended up this video here. So then I want to be make another video showing how these people has been working very dirty, very corruptors, abusing, taking money away. The child support they taken away from me because it's still supposed to be given to my daughter all what she needs, while they're not giving nothing to her. Okay? Everything is over here in my home. It's not messy. It's because I have all my fabric over there working, making dresses for the dolls, for see if I can work in over here in my home. Like the usually I'm doing it, everything. And it's not dirty. It looks because it's small over here. I don't have enough, no other choice. But until I have it clean over here, who cares about it? You know, over here and over here is the thing that is more clean and everything. And it hurts me a lot when these people are still been abusing us, saying a lot of things that is not appropriate, accusing you, against you, telling you things when you don't even do nothing. I have my eyes very open right now. Maybe I don't speak very well English or my other language, but who cares about it? My heart is very open for my daughter, for my son, to take care of them, like other people maybe they don't even doing it. I do, because I care about my kids. I'm fighting for having my daughter back, and I'm not gonna be stopped. Okay, how am I gonna be fighting? First of all, I have to be very patient, positive. I know I'm having feelings. I'm crying because this hurts me a lot, and keeping praying is the only thing that I have to be. All the time I put everything into my God's hands, and I know He's gonna be helping me to be stronger, positive, thinking He can guide me for whatever I need. I have to be asking for help for Him, and I wanna become my baby right now back to me, no matter what. If this woman she say, "Oh, I don't know how can I help you," so you are the therapy, you don't even know how. She needs a therapy because she's all the time she's thinking negative. I don't know. You don't know? So what type of therapy I'm still taking? Because I was seeing another before. He's another stupid that he's only thinking it's only money, being writing just because he wants to pay his bill for his rent. Everybody have to be paying rent and buying food. I have not too much food right now. I have a very left food in here because they taking everything away from me. Not giving me not even one single $40 or $50 or $100 from the child support and for the sponsor support. So I have nothing now. So I have to be still doing my job right now to keep doing all my things in here because it's the only thing that I have to be still working in the house and posted everything in the internet. Where? How? Over my phone if that works. But I'm positive. I'm not gonna be having my baby back, and when I have my daughter back, I wanna be posted everything that I was been doing it. This woman, she doesn't want to do nothing because she's scared. But I'm not going to be scared. I want to make them too scared when I posting everything on the news too.